And we had the week to prepare to get ready for this game. We practiced and a couple of days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and try to take care of some things that I thought was an issue. Our previous two games, and particularly the last game, and I thought we did that. And so the guys now are excited to get this week, this practice and this week together, so we can get ready for an opponent. And we're looking forward to getting back on the field. To see the students and the fans out there was, it really energized our players. And I've been talking about it for a long time, that them being out there is very important to us. So this is another home game here, and hopefully they'll be out again, and we'll get the reception that we got last time. Well, I think you always want to play, you want to play some games that give you a chance, an indication of what your team is like before you get into conference play. And as I said before, the open date just happened to be at a point where it came early, and may give us a chance to, to get some guys who have been dinged up a little bit, to get them back. Like I said, Brett Urban has been cleared. Aaron Van Kyken, who missed all of, the season now, is back. He's an offensive lineman, so provides depth there. Hopefully, Rodney and Rossai will be back with the extra week's worth of rest. So from having the open week early like that, it gave us a chance to get some guys back. But it happens where even later on in the year, you get an open week midway or towards the latter part, that teams always suffer injuries or things that happen. So I think that from that standpoint, we'll be a better team. And I think that in trying to take care of the first two games and the errors that we made, that we need to be a better team, because you can't overlook any opponent. VMI is a team that having been at Richmond, playing them, and having been in state for a long time, and having respect for the school in of itself and the type of young men that they produce, that there's a never quit attitude in those young men. So, we have to, regardless of who we're playing, we have to play the style of football that's going to allow us, as I said before, eliminate all those mistakes that we made, regardless of who we're playing, whether it's VMI or the opponent after that. But right now, all we're thinking about is VMI and taking care of the things that we need to take care of, because those things have caused some issues in the first couple games. When the quarterback drops back to throw, you look at a couple things. Okay, you look at sacks. Obviously, everybody sees that. You look at pressures or hurries, and those are the things that make the quarterback move his feet and, makes him throw an errant pass. And then you look at the hits on the quarterback, how many times you got to him and hit him. Because after a while, the accumulated amount of hits on the quarterback, they start to take its toll. And it may lead to another hurry or him making a bad decision of where to throw the ball. So I think when you look at trying to get after quarterbacks, you take the sacks and all those things together, and you may have maybe a 2-sack game, but you might have 4, 5, 6 hurries, some QB hits that maybe led to a poor decision that he made. And then we start looking at the third down situations. You get off the field on that. First down situations where you make him throw an errant pass, and it's second and long. So everything, I think, they're all related in how many times you can get to the quarterback and do those things that I just mentioned. Not necessarily the adjustments, but just how we practice, putting more pressure on the whole operation, the whole unit. Like I said, the snap, the holder, and the kicker, they're integral parts of the success of that. And so we try to do some things with, crowd noise, with our players standing over them, and hurling insults at them and things like that. As they run out, timeouts, sprints, you miss, kicks the whole team is going to run, which is quite effective, with that. So maybe I need to do that in the game. Hey, before you run out there, if you miss, we're going to run sprints. But I think, Robert is I have a lot of trust in him, and he kicked last year and did a great job. I think he only missed 2 field goals last year, 17 for 19. So one was a 50-yarder, which may have been out of his range just a little bit. One was a poor hold. And so, the bottom line is that we try to do things in practice to give him success. And we may have to get a little closer in the red zone. That may help him a little bit, But I have confidence in him that, this week in practice, showed that he's accurate and he's got a leg. And when the operation between snapper, holder, and kicker is on, 1.2 seconds or less, I mean, and they can do it, and they can do it consistently, then you should give yourself a chance to get it through the upright. So I'm excited about the opportunity for those guys to go out in a game, provided we get the opportunity to kick whatever field goals that we may need in this game. It's one of those things you have to try to develop a second quarterback or give them the experience to get in a game and play. Because if you have to make the decision if you go up by a lot or if you are on the other end of that and you're down by a lot, what do you do? And I think we're going to have to make a decision here whether it's going to be Ross Matheny or Michael Rocco or Michael Strauss. I mean, because you can't get all those guys reps. So this game may force us to make that type of decision as to who's the next guy in the game, and so that's something I know the Coach Laser and the offensive staff and we've talked about, and the decision has to be imminent here because we'll be hopefully we'll be in a situation where, I mean, you should be in a situation where the second guy has gotten reps, has been battle tested by being in a game.